Hi everyone, welcome again to another Teacher Joseph podcast. We're going to look at some headlines from around the UK now, from the Guardian newspaper of today. Let's have a look and see what they have to say. Right, here we are with the Guardian. Let's just have a look here. The first story is Waitrose, that's one of our supermarkets, is under pressure to reinstate a worker who was fired, sacked, the same thing, after stopping a shoplifter. Now, just to let you understand, shoplifting here is now getting to a point that our shops say that they can't cope. And some of the advice that some shops do give their employees is if you come across a shoplifter, someone stealing, don't get involved because you could put your life in danger if they have a weapon. It could be drug addicts, it could be criminals. Don't be a hero in trying to stop them. This man, however, he did, and the supermarket fired him. So we're going to read about that in a moment. But first of all, let's just look at some of the other headlines. 4 men arrested on suspicion of murder after stabbing in South London. Oh, that's cheery. Police record the nearly 50-fold rise in stalking offences in England and Wales. That's where you become obsessed with someone and you start following them. Remember that movie with Andrew Dickinson about the stalker? What was that called? I don't remember. Basically, there was a stalker, and they followed Andrew Dickinson everywhere. I think. Yeah, I think that was it. Anyway, other headlines. Parts of UK to experience warmest temperatures of year after Storm Dave. Yeah, we had this really bad storm last few days, Storm Dave. And in the northern part of the UK, it was rough. But tomorrow, they're now saying it's going to be 20 degrees Celsius. Now, I prefer Fahrenheit. I need to work out what that is. But yeah, so that's coming up. These are the headlines from today, by the way. Deeply distressing for all of us. Families react to GAO guiding trans exclusion. Okay, so we have this group for girls. It's kind of like, what would you say? A club for girls. It's like the Scouts, but it's for girls. Okay, and because of recent laws that have come in, they've now closed the doors to girls who want to become boys or boys who have become girls. I mean, they're all children, so I don't understand how at such a young age you would be able to know your gender or sexuality. But anyway, they're discussing that here. Thousands of small UK farms' energy bills set to more than double. That's badly worded, isn't it? That should say thousands of small UK farms' energy bills set to be more than double because of the Iran war. Yeah, there's new rules that have just come in for sick pay to make sure you get paid if you're ill. Our health service is urging patients not to put off care as doctors in England prepare for strike. Yeah, so our doctors in England and Wales are going to be on strike, but the hospitals are saying, well, please come anyway. Don't, if you hear that they're striking, we'll still try to treat you. Right. Let's just go back to the top here to see the story about Waitrose under pressure to reinstate a worker sacked after stopping a shoplifter. Here we are. Retailer faces public outcry over treatment of a man called Walker Smith, who tackled a shoplifter stealing Easter eggs at a London store. Yeah, so he basically challenged somebody who was stealing from the store. He worked in the store, and they fired him. It says here, Waitrose is under growing pressure to reinstate an employee of 17 years, okay, so he wasn't a new employee, who was sacked after tackling a shoplifter who was trying to steal Lind Gold Bunny Easter eggs. The retailer has faced a public outcry over its treatment of Walker Smith, who was fired 2 days after he stopped the shoplifter taking items from the Easter egg display. Okay, and that man, Walker Smith, went to The Guardian and told them, he had lost his job after the incident. A fundraiser was launched on his behalf and has raised more than £4,000, with the organizer claiming he had simply tried to do the right thing. On Sunday, Smith explained that a customer alerted him to someone filling a bag with Lind chocolate eggs. Well, those chocolate eggs really are delicious, really, but I wouldn't steal them. Okay, so what happened then? Yeah, so the 54-year-old who worked in the Clapham Junction branch in South London said the shoplifter was a repeat offender. He said he grabbed the bag, but the shoplifter snatched it back. A brief struggle followed before the bag snapped and the items fell to the floor. Smith said one of the bunnies broke into pieces and he picked a piece and threw it out of frustration towards some shopping trolleys, insisting he had not aimed at the shoplifter as they fled. Okay, so the guy that works in a supermarket is so angry, he picks up a bit of chocolate, he throws it, and that doesn't sound like you should get fired for that, does it? And then it says here that Smith, said he apologized to his manager for his role in the incident, having previously been instructed not to approach suspected shoplifters. And this is what I was saying. Some shops, they don't like it if you try to challenge a shoplifter. I've been there 17 years, said Smith. I've seen it happen every hour of every day for the last 5 years. It's everybody from drug addicts to teenagers nicking bits and bobs or walking out with bottles of wine in their arms, and we are not allowed to do anything. The matter was escalated and he was fired. And now politicians, commentators, the media, LBC, they all want to see him getting his job back. This is a sort of ridiculous thing we have now where shops order their employees not to tackle shoplifters. What was Waitrose thinking? This man had worked for them for 17 years. To me, he's a hero, but to them, he's just nothing. Well, you got to be careful. I mean, if I come to your house and try to steal your television, yeah, you really shouldn't stop me. But I mean, if you see someone stealing, what would you do? Do you think? Would you try to stop them? I don't know. It depends. If the person was bigger than me, probably not. If the person was smaller than me, well, small people can be dangerous. So I'm not so sure. But anyway, Tom Denyard, I don't know who that is. Maybe it tells us somewhere else in the article. He's saying, pay Smith a bonus for his bravery and initiative. In a letter to Waitrose managing director, he said that. He says staff safety must come first, but dismissing a long-serving employee in these circumstances sends the wrong message. Yeah, I suppose these big shops are all insured, aren't they? So the advice they get from their insurers is, well, don't put your employees in danger. Good advice. Yeah, so it says here, the incident comes amid a rise in shoplifting, with offences increasing 5% in the year to September 2025, according to the latest figures. Waitrose have said that we've had incidents where our partners have been hospitalized when challenging shoplifters. Luckily, they have always recovered, but that might not always be the case. So they're obviously out to look after themselves. They don't want a lawsuit, do they? So what do you think? Should we challenge shoplifters? Please leave your comments in the section below. I'm not sure, to be honest, but anyway, you can decide about that. Please leave your comments below and let me know if you think that worker should have been fired or not. Well, that's it from me for today. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you did like this, remember please to like and subscribe. See you all again soon. Bye.